Thank you everybody for being here. This is Sonal Ved. I work with Cosmopolitan that's partnered with Amazon today for this conversation. Okay, I have a bunch of interesting questions for you all. Firstly, we're gonna make it a little easy since this is still the beginning. So we're gonna get to AI and we're gonna get to tougher things in this conversation. So to start with, tell us, Siddharth, what's that one wardrobe staple that you cannot seem to part away with?
Firstly, thanks Shalini for setting the expectations so low about us. I wonder how we are going to match up to that. But if I have to tell you one, it has to be a leather jacket. Well, I'm not seeing a lot of people wear it today, but that's something that stood the test of time. It's something that goes with a bunch of things. And we have a lot of them at Amazon, so please check it out and do give us a chance to be your place of choice.
Okay, what about you, Juhi?
Wardrobe staple. I mean, I always, talk about how, basics kind of make your wardrobe. So any sort of basics, right from my jeans to a tank top, a white shirt, they're all staples.
Okay.
So just like good, well-fitted basics.
Okay, what about you?
I think I agree with Juhi what she said. Basics are there should be like you cannot compromise on basics for sure. But for me, I think good pair of boots. I'm a boot guy, so I think a good staple would be to have a good pair of boots or maybe a good pair of sneakers. Something to do with the footwear, I feel.
I think between both of y'all, and because I see your content, I think one thing that also stands out in terms of style essentials for you is fitness. I think once you are fit, you can put on a gunny bag and you will, not that you need to buy gunny bags, but anything you put from Amazon is going to look great on you, right? Okay.
And we would have a bunch of good boots as well, so I hope you're
Amazon
shopping on
definitely
Amazon.
does. I have bought plenty of them, so I'm very sure about it.
Okay, so I want to know, I'm not going to be that annoying person that asks you, what's your plan for 31st? But I still want to know, while, sitting in your pajamas with your loved ones is one of the best things you can do on New Year's. I still want to know, what's that one style? Juhi, you take this for me. What's that one fashion trend that you would want to spot on New Year's this year?
Okay, firstly, I have to say this year, New Year's obviously going to be very different for me because I'm a new mom. I have a 1-year-old at home.
Oh,
So we're probably,
congratulations.
thank you. So we're probably going to be home while Aryan's asleep. But if I were to go out, I think I would unabashedly wear a full-on sequin number because I feel New Year's one of those days when you can get away with like super sparkly clothes.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely something very glam, very sparkly, something over the top.
Okay, what about you? Do you have something in mind for your New Year mood board?
Not that I've thought about, but my birthday is right before New Year's. So I'm already very prepped for that. And I like wearing trench coat. I really look forward to winters. Like turtlenecks, trench coats, boots. And like, I think I'm not, like, I cannot say glitters, of course. I mean, not that I don't want to, but then I'm more of a, like tailored fit, trench coats, turtleneck, maybe like that.
I have to say, I'm so jealous of like people in Delhi.
Yeah.
That people get
That
to wear
they get to
trench
experience
coats and
winters.
boots. I mean, come on.
We can see you, like you got that
yeah.
one day in Delhi, and like
I
I'm gonna
had
bring
to
out
make the
my
most
boots
of it.
out. So, do you have any thing in mind that you want to spot on New Year's?
Actually, when I was part of the shoes category, actually I realized like shoes, and I agree with him, they've kind of really become a rage now. It's a collector's thing, and we also offer a bunch of them now. So I actually recently bought a Hoka, which is what I'm planning to actually wear.
Okay, that's good to know. Shravan, my next question is for you. Which trends from 2024 will you be taking into 2025? And is there a country whose fashion has excited you this year? Like for me, it's 100% Korea. It's 100% the coquette and the bows and the ballerina shoes and the cute skirts. You tell me, what do you think?
I think one trend that I would pick, which I would take from 2024 to 2025, I think would be a mix of K-pop, because I feel a lot of K-drama and K-pop has influenced what we wear right now, right? So I feel that too, you asked about, the country, right? And you spot on, you said Korea. I would say the same thing. Like South Korea had a major influence because they have merged, like they have the fusion they have had of streetwear and the classic tailoring and everything, and also Italy for that matter. Uh, I'm a huge fan of tailored outfits, like something that is onto your body, like perfect. But then now with when this subculture has come together, I'm also wearing like wide leg pants, a little loose jacket. So I think it's a good fusion where everybody's coming together and very inclusive. I feel it's not like you just wear one type of outfit. Now it's for everyone. If you are into tailored outfits, if you're something who likes streetwear, so I feel South Korea has really brought that thing into the market.
Do you have a country that whose fashion has excited you, inspired you?
I think the issue of going second or last is that it would seem like I'm copying the answer. But I was actually recently in Korea and we were meeting with a bunch of beauty brands. I see a lot of them here. Like the Korean beauty is something that I'm amazed with. We have a K beauty store as well on Amazon. A lot of brands that are here, they're actually really liked by customers. I see it actually becoming a big rage in India. So I'll have to steal the answer. It's very similar.
No, I forgot to mention there's this section in Amazon which says K-pop, some culture, subculture thing, where you can actually shop those pieces from Amazon. So which is amazing. You guys should check it out.
Can you take us outside of Asia?
I mean, it's not a country, but like, the LA aesthetic, very laid back and very
Yeah.
like athleisure. Again, because I'm a new mom, I feel like
Smoothie core.
yeah, I mean, because my lifestyle has kind of changed this year, I also have to kind of be functional because I'm with a baby a lot. So yeah, the LA aesthetic, making athleisure look very chic and sexy. So that was the vibe I was going for throughout the year. So
Yeah, and a lot of fashion brands are collaborating with that LA aesthetic. Like Balenciaga did a
Yeah.
drop with
Yeah.
a grocery store called Erewhon, where they did that
I love
that
that.
laid back
Yeah.
athleisure
Making
style.
a grocery bag look cool, like.
So
that
maybe
was
that's
fun.
some food for thought you then.
Sure.
Okay, my next question is for you, Siddharth. I'm also going to say now that we were on the topic of Korea, I remember there is this influencer in Bombay called Sherry Shroff. Sherry went to Korea, and after that, every time I saw her, she was still in Korea. And she kept talking about Korea so much that it made me want to buy things that look like that. So, you would agree with me that influencers have a huge impact on creating trends.
Yes.
Right? So many times I have shopped things that Amasu Meenawala has put because I'm really into homegrown brands and I like how she handpicks things. And so many times Dewey has posted some brands that I've never heard of. So I want to understand from you, how do creators influence trends for Amazon?
No, firstly, thanks for that question. See, we've all kind of grown up seeing walkways kind of making the trends, telling you what's next in fashion and beauty. But it's truly when content creators actually adopt a trend and then when they back it up with their audiences, when it really picks it up, and then it sustains over a long period of time. For us, our interaction, our engagement with the entire content creation community is extremely important. So some of these events, the one that you're seeing today also is something that we are investing heavily in. We are actually creating bunch of programs internally to make sure that we are engaging with the entire community. We are using them to actually understand what is next, what is it that customers are looking for, what is it that customers really love, so that we are able to offer that to our consumers.
So as a lifestyle and fashion platform at Cosmo, I think it's so interesting to see that it's not just runways that are driving fashion trends, but it's also what content creators are wearing.
Yeah.
And I think that is so impactful, especially for this audience to know that, right? Because you are, stirring a movement somewhere, even supporting a content creator with that fashion and replicating that in your own style is also creating a momentum around fashion. And I think that is very impactful for me from a journalist's perspective. Okay, my next question
But it was
is
really helpful for me as well. Even I wanted to know that answer. Like, how does actual creator, I mean, the entire creator segment actually influences Amazon's shopping experience? So that was nice. Thank you.
Yeah. They play a big part, and we, at least at Amazon, believe it's just getting started. It's going to become even bigger, and we want to be part of that journey.
It's so validating for us. I mean, a platform like Amazon kind of acknowledging that.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Actually, this will bring me to my next question. I want to understand from both of y'all because fashion creators have such a big role to play in terms of where fashion is going to go in that particular region that they are representing. How adamant are you with your own style? Are you experimental, especially because I see that there's an undercurrent to everything you do. What is your take on that?
I feel, I mean, uh, so like I do experiment a lot. Okay, I try to experiment because what happens is when you stick to one particular thing, you yourself become boring to yourself, right? I mean, the idea of yourself becomes very boring. So then, of course, your audience won't enjoy that. So I think I pick some pieces I incorporate in my particular style, and then that I think uh, so like experimentation does not go from head to toe. It goes like one piece at a time. Just pick one piece and then incorporate in your style.
Do you then feel that you're going to risk alienating your audience that is coming to your content for that staple that you have?
100%, 100%.
Okay.
Because I feel those people who are like so adamant on classic staples, they will somewhere somehow feel a little, intimidated by different styles coming up, or maybe different kind of like experiments. For those people who are not very confident in experimenting, or maybe who are uh, very much into basics, they should just pick one. I mean, like maybe a one jacket, and then keep rest of the things basics. I feel that goes long way. Just
Tui,
picking
what
one
about
fit.
you?
I mean, I've been doing this for a while now, and for me as a creator, I feel it's very important for me to kind of stand by what my identity is when it comes to fashion. So, anytime someone comes to my page, I want them to have a clear picture of like what I stand for. So, I will experiment, but I kind of make sure that I make it my own. And even when it comes to my travels, that shouldn't change. So I've always said my style is very minimalistic. It's fun, but I try to I love minimalistic fashion, so I kind of try to stick to that, and I try to see how I can make trends my own. But I kind of don't like to you know get into trends in a way that I feel uncomfortable, because you have to kind of love what you're wearing. You have to feel confident in what you're
And
wearing.
also it
So
shows when a
it
creator
shows,
is
right?
uncomfortable.
Yeah, like you don't want to
To
try
the
too
audience,
hard
it
when it
shows.
comes to fashion. It should come very naturally, and it should kind of represent who you really are. So
I mean, nothing can come over comfort. That's for sure.
absolutely, yeah.
I mean, if you cannot prioritize comfort, like if you're prioritizing fashion or maybe style question over comfort, then that does not go. And you have mentioned comfort so many times, like maybe that has changed because after you have become a mother, right?
No, not really. I love fashion, which is why I do this. But also, like, it kind of has to feel like myself. The minute I wear something and I feel like, no, that's not me, I'm not gonna feel good about myself. So while I love experimenting, I have to make sure that I'm kind of true to myself.
Okay, fair enough. So that my next question then is for you. With every generation that moves into becoming the paying customer now, of course, the Gen Z has become the paying customer over and above the millennium. Now, what I want to understand from you is how has this impacted things at Amazon with Gen Zs coming to the fore in terms of being the buying customer?
Yeah. Interestingly, we were actually reviewing our strategy for Gen Z few days back. Actually, it's the generation which is significantly more aware. They are their mobile phones is actually just an extension from them. They are able to know what is happening globally. They are influenced by people across the globe. They follow influencers everywhere. They know what is the next style, and that actually makes our job more interesting, more difficult, because we need to make sure that we are catering to their needs and we are appealing for them. So for that, in April 23, we launched the Gen Z store, and that store clicked with the Gen Z consumers really well. Since the launch of that store, our Gen Z cohort has actually become 3x of what it was, and we are seeing great engagement metric on that store. We are actually now in the process of launching the Gen Z Store 2.0, where we will actually have a very curated selection for top brands that Gen Z customers care for. And that is where our, again, the engagement that we have with our content creators also helps us get those trends much more earlier so that we are able to showcase that on our website.
Are you engaging with the Gen Z audience, and how are you kind of tapping that? How are you kind of navigating that bridge from the millennial audience to the Gen Z audience?
I'm not like trying to engage with the Gen Z audience, but I feel like it kind of rubs onto you, right? Like even as a millennial, there are so many things that I do are probably very Gen Z core, but I'm not like trying to do it.
Yeah.
It's just that because we're a part of, today, even people much older to me probably do things that, a Gen Z has probably introduced to us. So I'm not trying to do that, but I feel it's just very organically happening. A lot of the things that I probably say or style or like do. Yeah.
Right, fair enough. Like, for example, the lingo, right? The Gen Z lingo has become a part of our vocabulary too. What about you?
I'm not catching up at all. I'm like, I'm doing my thing, and I think Gen Zs are
Those wide like pants, you cannot get more Gen Z than that.
Why not?
They are the OG. After Jitendra, Gen Zs were the one that made
They really got
wide leg
things.
pants a comeback. Do you agree with me, Siddharth?
Yes, at least what I have understood is your oversized t-shirts, your baggy jeans, they are a Gen Z trend. So you are
But
definitely
then
right there.
you said Jitendra, right? You said
But
from
but,
80s.
but
from
fashion
then
is
till now.
cyclical. Fashion is always going to come back.
Right.
It
It's a
is
cycle.
a cycle.
Yeah.
Okay, this brings me to my next question for Siddharth. Everyone's talking about AI this and AI that, and how it's transforming our lives every day. How has Amazon Fashion and Beauty leveraged technology and AI to enhance the shopping experience?
So obviously we can't have a discussion about Amazon without talking about technology and AI. Actually, over the last many years, technology has been at the center of what we have to offer to our consumers. We kind of leverage a lot of our global infrastructure tailored for India to offer different technology solutions throughout the touch point that a customer have, right from search to browse to checkout, and then thereafter. You would have seen that one of our ads actually talk about wear it with. There is a very strong AI algorithm in the backend that actually customizes different style ideas for our customers so that if they are picking up a t-shirt, they know what kind of a jeans or a trouser or what kind of a shoes can go with it, right? So that's a big focus area for us. There are a couple of others that we have done. Something that I am particularly proud of is the skincare analyzer tool that we have launched. So when you're searching for any skincare regime on Amazon, the tool would pop up. It would ask you very simple 2, 3 questions. You answer them, and then it kind of customizes the search result for products that actually suit you. So you guys should definitely check it out. Something that I use personally a lot is Style Snap. So if I see any product anywhere in the market, any style that I see in a newspaper, I would just click the photograph and do a image search. It's very accurate, and like with the millions and millions of product that you have on Amazon, like finding that particular product is super easy.
It saves so much time.
Same, I love it.
So there are like bunch of these things that we have for our customers.
Okay, that's like a lot of insight on how to use AI on Amazon. Before I wrap this up, I have my last question for the both of y'all. If you had an unlimited shopping cart on Amazon, what is that one item you would purchase and why?
For me,
Both of y'all.
Okay, for me, it's definitely active wear right now because I kind of keep going in and out of this phase. But every time I have, fun active wear, I'm more motivated to work out. And now that we're stepping into the new year, I'm sure we all have fitness resolutions. So definitely, like cute active wear is what I would splurge on.
What about you?
I think what she said makes a lot of sense because athleisure is something that even I would go for because I work out a lot. I think I like to look good when I work out. So I feel I would 100% go for active wears. Maybe all athleisure, all in. And even the style looks good, right? I can even match it up with my trench coat or maybe even the jacket. It looks good.
So, Siddharth, they haven't been subtle at all. You know what they're going to go for. On that note, thank you very much. It was an absolute pleasure chatting with you.
Thanks for the
Thank
kind
you very
audience.
much. Thank you
guys.
very
Thank
much.
you.